Hi, I'm Milena.
And I'm Mahshid.
So every separation or divorce starts with a separation date. Without a clear separation date, we can't produce an effective separation agreement or move forward with preparing your divorce application.
It's not always easy to figure out the date of separation because you don't always have a situation where there's some sort of triggering event that clearly indicates that date. A lot of the times there's a buildup that leads to the separation, and when the two parties don't agree on that date, it can get a little bit tricky just because the date of the separation does have an impact on your family law case.
The separation date is the date that at least one of the parties clearly communicates to the other that they wish to be separated. It doesn't have to be in writing, but it is easier to prove if it is.
So what about a situation where the parties are separated but are still living in the home together?
So that doesn't have to be a problem at all. In fact, for many individuals facing separation, it's impractical to move out immediately after having that discussion with your spouse. There are often many logistics that have to be put into place before taking the step to physically leave the home. So according to the law in British Columbia, that doesn't have to affect your separation date as long as you clearly communicate to your spouse that you wish to permanently separate.
And the date of separation is important because it can impact the determination of family property and family debt. It can also impact the date in which a person's obligated to pay child and spousal support or a person receives support. And it also impacts the date that you can apply for a divorce because you do have to wait 1 year after the date of separation before applying for the divorce. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean that you can't resolve things prior to getting the divorce. It just means that that 1 year period has to pass before you can get an official divorce.
The law does allow for the possibility of reconciliation between the parties, so you can live together with your partner again after separating for up to 3 months without it affecting the year-long waiting period. However, if you separate again once more and you live together for more than 3 months, you will have to restart the year-long waiting period.
And since the separation date can often be disputed, we always recommend that you follow up in writing, confirming the date of separation. It's not imperative that you do this, it's nice to have, but in the event that there still remains a dispute, the court is able to look at the circumstances of your situation and your case in order to figure out what the date of separation was. So they'll look at things such as whether or not you remain financially dependent on one another, if you continue to travel together, how you presented yourself to family members and friends, and a variety of other factors to determine when you officially separated. So if you do have any questions about the date of separation, you can always contact us for more information.